Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off you to a 1v1 on Crossroads in the north. It is Tiramisu, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Dutchland, rolling out here with a Panzer tasked with counterattacking the Americans here, doing Operation Cobra, pushing forward to the Jaeger infantry, Spearhead and Blitzkrieg, with infantry Panzerfaust. West to south, it is the angry Dutchman, leading the way here with the 1st Armoured Division, ready to break through and push the Krauts out of Normandy. We got here mechanized frame with the mechanized groups, the reserve armour, cavalry riflemen, mortar half-tanks, and combined arms with triple infantry, double rifle start there. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my own personal company heroes, my Patreon supporters. You too can join the heroic ranks by pledging on Patreon. You can also just donate for, also making you happy there. Links in the description. Also, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. That's also a way to support the Propagandacast in other ways. But heading westwards here, Tiramisu, Grenadiers, MD42, Pioneers all the way. Angry Dutchman heading hard east. Note, please secure on the road per point first before going for the fuel point. I think in part this is also just to he's securing the chain to act as some light reconnaissance trip wiring, so in case Tiramisu is going in aggressively there, Angry Dutchman will be made aware of it right away. Plus, just grabbing these points faster means he gets a bit more resources faster compared to just going straight for the fuel point, which does have longer capture time. So that's possibly some reasoning there. Machine gun holding up here. We've got Pioneers heading westwards there. Also interesting enough there, looking to secure the area around the point before securing the fuel point first there. Very interesting, sort of mirrored capping order there with both players. Interesting. Rascal there securing the building there, peeking through the windows and looking through the pantry or whatever's left there. Hey Sarge, you found a can of beans. I don't think that's good. Yeah, it's from like 1987. 1987? Yeah, I think it's, misprinting. He talks about Burgundy. Throw it away. Yes, sir. Machine holding up here, going from the western point there. Here's going point with Grenadiers was a rough squad there. Lightning going for 3rd Grenadier squad here from Tiramisu. The girls got to the more machine guns and early mortar. Possibly a sniper table. There we go. 3rd Grenadier squad there for Tiramisu. Ultimately, no surprise there. Standard Wehrmacht build. Triple Grenadiers, MD42. There has been some slight pushes into 4 Grenadiers as of late here. Rifle squad taking down loss here from the Grenadiers. Since at longer ranges, the Grenadiers do have the upper hand over the rifle squads. So up close, the rifle individually have 50% more DPS, meaning 5-man rifle squad absolutely just trounces Grenadiers up close. MD4 holding up. Here we got the Lieutenant. Here's a pretty fast tech from Angry Dutchman. Like their fast light vehicle, also fast 50 colors on the table here for Angry Dutchman. Going to be sitting out there number 3. Reason they're grounding the point there. Ralph's got pushing forward, say it, bit of skirmishing. Michigan holding up there in the west. Very quiet here otherwise. Mostly focused around the centre here. Already a possible chance that Tiramisu could be voluntarily boxing himself in, which is always a bit of risk in Crossroads, getting boxed in. We got Lieutenant on the west side here. Guessing the light vehicle push here. Yes, indeed. Perhaps a fast M20, but I'm more likely expecting a attempted fastest Stuart light tank here from Angry Dutchman. But we'll see. We shall see what this angriest of Dutchman is planning there. Go Lieutenant pushing up, bypassing MD42, which of course had a bit of a specific arc of fire there. Pioneers inside the building with a flamethrower. We do get the fast M20 out for Angry Dutchman. On top of that, we get cavalry rifleman Thompson on the way. The rascal ready to ambush any Germans, but in this case, they end up falling back here as Tiramisu with the flamethrower pushing forward here, rather nice than the possibility to pop into the building and leave them out in the open. It's definitely a bit rough here for Angry Dutchman. Reasons of the Grenadiers here. M20 halfway down there for Angry Dutchman. Grenadiers on the west side to assist the machine gun. Then we got Panzer Grenadier for Tiramisu. Very good here. Some hardened men of the Panzerlehr Panzer Division, which was a bit of a unique division in there was a created elite unit by grabbing a lot of instructional personnel from different training units across Germany, so that way create an elite infantry unit, which would of course include a lot of veterans, since the Germans had a slightly different approach to, shall we say, instruction and training. Got cavalry as the Grenadiers, tearing through them, where they basically shift troops away from, well, not they would ship troops from the front. In fact, they just sent the instructors all that into like specific Lehrbatallonen, or instructional battalions, send them to the front line, so that way gain new experiences, update the curriculum, if you will, and then head back to their training, units. So that way, use that experience there. And so by using basically those to like form an elite division, they sort of, kind of shot themselves shall we say, longer term, by of course sacrificing that valuable instructional personnel, but at the same time allow them to effectively assemble an elite division. But that took a bit longer, but a little interesting note there. We got an ambulance on their Angry Dutchman, very good. Up here, troops reinforcing healing, like the mechanized company. It's also why it was then called the Panzerlehr Division, because again, it was, you know, an instructional division, and if you will. It's a little fun fact there. Ralph's got one at least inside here. Angry Dutchman using them trying to support his infinite push, not bad at all. We'll have to see if he lays down any mines with it. I mean, that could be quite effective in sort of seeing what it can do in the right place here. In fact, on this map, we've seen it. Here's some on the west side. Caravana took some mine losses there from countering the jams. Got the bazooka ready in case he gets hit by a M2-2 from Tiramisu. And certainly the M20 is quite vulnerable to the 2-2. No Basil, there's no Stoogs yet. Pioneers, Panzers are launching an assault on the rifle, which on its own is easily outmaneuvered here by the might of the German infantry here. No Basil, there's no stormtroopers either. Armored car on the way there. Rifle flanking the catch, the gun is a pretty bad spot, and again up close, Rifle definitely have a firepower advantage. There you go, Gunneers being shot to bits. We got Pioneers flanking, that's going to force retreat here on Angry Dutchman Rifle before that gets turned into mulch. Lieutenant pushing forward to this bazooka is Thompson, but there you go, taking fire from the got a light machine up in time. Probably no Jaeger in. Well, people still go for Jaeger infantry and still go for light machine gun. But there you go. Stuart Light taking F Angry Dutchman. That's 2 light vehicles here. It's only been a slight increase in that from American players. There's certainly been a bit of a shift in the metagame as of late. Cavalry watching more. Oh, close there. You actually had them almost within range for the anti-vehicle satchel. Charles been great there, of course, for Angry Dutchman, but Tiramisu was able to backpedal there narrowly enough. Graham Neeson cut-off point there. Still light tank halfway done for Angry Dutchman. Angriest of the Dutchmen. Machine hop in the western fuel point here. Stuart almost done. Pun's going to be moving forwards for Tiramisu. Back here, reinforcing healing by the medic bunker. Armored car pushing forwards here. Firing away there. Maybe it's to shoot the wounded there, but it's also a possibility he's actually concerned about possible anti-tank mines here from Angry Dutchman. The M20s is actually like scouting ahead. They're affected by shooting at suspected points in case his opponent has laid down those. Because again, most American players never do it, but sensible opponents always assume their opponent's going to do that. Because you don't want to be the guy, you know, who got his pants stuck in, you know, an M6 anti-tank man and got immobilized right in front of every allied anti-tank gun. That's typically a bit bad. But there you go, laying down telemines of his own there. Very nice, thumbs up there to Tiramisu, di Telamina. Stuart moving forward to the M5A1 again. We've got more squad moving in there. Oh, looked at there, it's going to get Panther faster, I think. Nope, apparently not. It's quite lucky there. Got the M25 with the safety car there mounted on top. Gunneers pushing forward, squad around it. Bit of back and forth here between Angry Dutchman and Tiramisu. On the other side showing the other much mercy. Pack folding away there for Tiramisu and the Panzerlehr Panzer Division. Rifle squad holding up there. Gunneers taking man lost. There's Ludwig gets shot to bits. Pioneer there under Feldwebel Steiner pushing forwards there. Getting hammered over the M20 and the Stuart Light Tank taking him down. But actually see a wipe here on Tiramisu's Pioneers. That's going to be quite a blow there. Looking very likely there. Very likely. And yeah, you'd have to get absurdly lucky there not to lose the Pioneers. Great kill here for Angry Dutchman. It's not just a wipe, it's a wipe on the Pioneers, which he has to replace because A, he's not going to be able to like build anything else. Plus he needs to repair the armored car, so like getting that is just 200 manpower, then it, you know, he's going to have to replace. Absolutely, which could sort of shut off other things he might otherwise want to do. That's definitely a powerful move. Plus with the armored car damaged, again, it's not going to be joining a fight anytime soon either. So it's really just like, you know, a bit of a domino effect there. Kill there. Fifth car flying up here for Angry Dutchman. Very good. Some mines would still, I think, be a nice idea, but, you know, there's also a lot of munitions needed elsewhere, so I can't fault him for not laying them, but, I know, a well-placed M6 anti-tank mine can be a real nightmare for the opponent. I want to try and push on the western field, but still 6. Overall exciting good map control here versus Tiramisu, so thumbs up the Angry Dutchman, good play. Cavalry no flanking up, Panzer going to be there with the Thompsons and the grease guns, causing heavy damage, and there we go. Gets another weapon Tiramisu. First the Pioneers with the flamethrower, and then the Panzer Grenadiers. That's a real double slap there across the face for Tiramisu. Great series of kills here for Angry Dutchman, further giving him a strong early mid-game position versus the gems, and then like further firepower to really threaten Angry Dutchman's infantry with. Plus, of course, for the pioneers, slowing down other things. A really good kill here for Angry Dutchman. Pushing forward, going for the Pack 40 now. Angry Dutchman tastes blood in the water, and like a shark, jolts forward to go for the kill. Pantherfaust and Stuart light tank, but still, Pack going to try and take it up, but it's taking so much fire here from both the M20 and the Stuart. But he's going to rush forward here, pop smoke, I think, there we go. Nice save here by Angry Dutchman. Saw the situation as it was, and took the best option there, course of action, I think, to try and salvage it. But underestimated Tiramisu. He's got to come this on the flank here. Did move in from support, and gonna lose that Stuart in the end anyway. So, but not perhaps. Maybe. Close call here, but looks like he may be able to salvage it. Nope, doesn't turn around here, I think, fast enough. Does he? Can he move forward to need him to support here? Almost got the Pantherfaust ready. He's taking heavy damage out of negative cover. But he's willing to sacrifice, I think, to take out that Stuart lighting. Armored car moving in and getting this to Stuart. And there we go. Stuart knocked out. Close call here, though, for Tiramisu. Anti-tank rifle going to go. Could possibly lead to the destruction of the armored car here. But in the end, it does take out the Stuart there without losing. And that's certainly something that helped equalize the situation between Tiramisu and Angry Dutchman. Got the armored car, and that was a mine that went off as well, I think, there. So that must have been one of Tiramisu's telemines that got set off as well in the process. That's a double yikes there for Tiramisu. Oh, good kill there for Angry Dutchman. But yeah, intense fighting between Angry Dutchman and Tiramisu. Both players trying to catch the one off guard, but not quite succeeding. That said, though, I feel like Angry Dutchman could try and afford to extend a bit of pressure into the cemetery, trying, you know, hit Tiramisu's fuel supply. Going for the captain, not trying to push it from armor there. Interesting choice there by Angry Dutchman. Perhaps concerned about enemy armor. We got Tiramisu there, moving for the support on the core, most likely. No doctrine yet for Tiramisu and the Panzerlehr Panzer Division. Riesen's backed up at the 5th, coming up the center. Additional fun fact about the Panzerlehr Panzer Division: it was one of the very few German panzer divisions to have all of its infantry battalions or panzer battalions fully mechanized. Normally, it would only be like the 1st battalion that had like armored half tracks. The rest would be like, you know, mounted in trucks or occasionally mounted on bicycles. But the Panzerlehr was one of those very few divisions that, you know, got a full complement of armored half tracks. Then there's the 21st Panzer Division. That's mostly because it got a bunch of converted French half tracks, not so much, you know, German ones. That was another side note there, but beyond that, it was actually very rare. So, little fun fact there, little fun fact. We got the Major on the other Angry Dutchman, cancel the captain. I would say that's probably for the best. Maybe not, we'll see. Still, he's got an upper hand in terms of a lot of things versus Tiramisu, but Tiramisu's definitely giving it his best. Oh, we do actually have an M6 anti-tank man here from Angry Dutchman. Oh, that could get interesting, particularly since Tiramisu apparently, while he did apparently do a bit of a check there, apparently he's then decided, you know, the opponent has not been laying down mines at all, thus hasn't bothered with minesweepers. Oh dear. I mean, the position is a bit suspect, may not lead to anything, but if it does, that'll certainly get very interesting very fast. M20 there is the MG42, Pack 40 nearby, popping smoke screen there. 5th kill routed. Angry Dutchman, of course, could consider mortar or a mortar half to get parts of artillery support versus Tiramisu's machine guns and other stuff there. I think that could be a fairly good investment. There you go. Cavalry rifle and a tank through those goddamn Nazis. Quickly. Major out there for Angry Dutchman. A major step up. Meanwhile, Tiramisu, they're going for the support core, can push out a Panther 4 relatively fast. And that's going to be, I think, necessary to help turn the game around, since right now he is definitely feeling the pressure and the wrath of Angry Dutchman. So Palmer called there, halfway done for Tiramisu. Still no sign of a dog. The longer this is going on, this is starting to look more like either Spearhead or Blitzkrieg. A Spearhead, though, he's definitely just stalling for a Tiger tank, I guess. Then after that one tank, Blitzkrieg quits a command tank then. St. Eastern Point. We do get the... Did he go for the captain after all? Did he just lose it? Okay. Apparently I missed the captain, and then captain immediately getting wiped then. Fancy that. Or did he just... I feel like I'm missing something here, but oh well. Oh well, Panther 4 on the way for Tiramisu. Panzerkampf halfway done. That's something necessitating into tank gun. Still, Angry Dutchman right now has got amazing map control. He's got most of the map. He's got both fuel points, most of the victory points, almost both munition points as well. He's got most of the map. He's just getting so many more resources here than Tiramisu, and can soon go for a 76mm Sham here, which would definitely threaten the Panther 4 quite aggressively. Pack forcing up, the grenades being attacked from both sides here. The situation is looking pretty risky here. The only luck right now is that Angry Dutchman has not researched grenades, and others can just chuck them at the machine gun there for some get a wipe or grenades elsewhere. Fifth Guard's in trouble here. Tiny chance of getting wiped here for Tiramisu, but not quite succeeding there. Return around it. Just checking.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Oh, I think he used that ability where you can actually like order them to retreat then for like a resource refund, I think, or something like that. Actually, that's the first time I've seen that then happen. It's the first time I've seen that happen. Quite impressive. I'm not entirely sure what to think about it, but I mean, in theory, the last one's like, you know, just take up and get a refund, meaning it technically becomes really cheap tech then. Which still is an advantage when you think about it. Anyways, that said, is it worth then, like, you know, sacrifice a captain who is a pretty good infantry unit? I think that's another debate, though, for another time. Anyways, going for the regular Sherman here. I'm guessing he's going to upgrade with the Bullets of Blade to make it tougher, make it harder for Tiramisu's Panzer and anti-tank gun there to pierce and punch through. We shall see, of course, if he does go for that, but it would certainly make a lot of sense to upgrade with the Bullets of Blade. We can lay down some barricades to create some defensive position to resist German attacks. Gunnies bring about for the light machine guns. M20 forward, 7 kills, Veteran 2. Have a second Pioneer Squad ready. He is going for minesweepers, probably just for help repairs. He may or may not be, you know, possibly expecting somewhere an M6 anti-tank mine. Drafting it off here. Ooh, nice shot. There we go. Angry Dutchman, the dodge is nicely going straight for the gunnies who fired it at his men. Showing the getting some good hits in, and there you go. We do get the Bullets of Blade. Thumbs up. Panther 4 moving out. Yeah. I think if the mine had been over here, this would have been much better rather than there. Bit of a cruise positioning. You'd almost have to like bait him into the mine there. Panther 4 arriving. 1 kill so far. Could become 2. Routwalk narrowly survives. Showing they're taking it from the pack 40. The Panzer up they can only fear take. Bazooka hit in the Panther 4. We got another Panzer go squat there for Tiramisu. Thumbs up. Still no sign of docking here for Tiramisu. We are slowly approaching the 20-minute mark. Just reinforcing healing. Sham being fixed up, and there you go. Bulldozer Blade added. To make it more health and more armor. Basically putting it roughly at the level of the Panther 4 model, yeah, except it has smoke, high explosive shells, and the ability to self-repair, and it's also, I think, overall cheaper than going for the Panther 4 Model J. Meaning it's basically better than the Panther 4 Model J, plus it can create heavy cover. Which the Panther 4 Model J decidedly cannot unless it gets blown up first. And that's not how you want to create heavy cover. Firing off smoke there. Thumbs up to Angry Dutchman. Looks like he's going to make a push there, perhaps. Or he's just using it to disrupt Tiramisu. Sherman creeping forwards there. Infantry moving forwards by the looks of it. Grab the eastern point there. Still roughly 50-50 split here between Tiramisu and Angry Dutchman in terms of map control. That said, Tiramisu has caught up to Angry Dutchman now, despite some of those nasty losses earlier. Machine there being pushed back. We got Tiller called in here by Angry Dutchman, who's the major to further undermine the snare gun machine. Got to get wiped out. That's going to be a great kill for Angry Dutchman to actually grab it. But even destroying it is going to be, you know, fairly uncomfortable there for Tiramisu. There we go. Pioneers trying to grab it. They don't succeed. The center pushing forward. He could fire smoke. So I think with this jam, maybe try and grab it with that. But his infantry is too depleted. I don't think there's any other nearby unit that could actually grab it. So it looks like it's going to be only a temporary loss here for Tiramisu. Now we got the Panther moving forward, straight into the entertainment. Good hit. Cavalry up there charging forwards. Shot bounces. Cavalry continue with one of these. We got the shot on the MG4 to the Shem pushing forward, trying to use the ruined house here for cover. That doesn't quite succeed as the angle of the pack 40 is sufficient to hit the Sherman there a bit. But, oh, it's out of the arc refiner now. Cavalry push back. M20 keeps covering up here. A lot of fighting between Angry Dutchman and Tiramisu at the centre again. Flanks, I feel like, could see a bit more action. There you go, damaging the M20 anti-tank fires. Whiffs on the Panther 4, missing entirely. Anti-tank rifle going to go off here. I'm going to... Ooh, bounce there. Pretty lucky here for Tiramisu, pretty lucky. Armored car for Tiramisu, another 2-2. I mean, that obviously has to be for reconnaissance purposes. Also, perhaps like a possible base rate there. But it's only a bit rare to see a player like go for an armored car at this stage of the game. It is exceedingly rare. Unless, like, the sniper was involved. Jumping 40, trying to finish off that Panther 4. Angry Dutchman. Once again, there you go. Pack wiped. Almost got the Panther 4. He's clearly a bit torn here. Like, does he push 40, risk the Pack 40 getting crewed and firing back there? Or does he, allow the Panther 4 to escape? And he does end up, as the Pack gets crewed, pull back the Shermans. Obviously, that's not worth risking here. In particular, to just get the Sherman fixed up faster than the Tiramisu could likely get up the Panther 4 back in action. Graham Leeson fuel point here. Good move by Tiramisu. I've been doing their Angry Dutchman focused a lot here in the centre. We do get another mine here from Angry Dutchman, realising that perhaps this was not quite the most likely path the German Panthers are going to take. Great hit in the M20 with the Pack 40. Back into the Tiramisu space. We do have Tier 4. So either Heavy Panzer Corps or a Tiger Tank. That said, he's over 20 minutes of the game now. We haven't seen a Doctor. And yeah, I'm guessing Tiger Tank maybe. At this stage, you'd normally have gone for Blitzkrieg. So I'm guessing he's trying to stall out for a Tiger Tank here now. Fairly risky and ambitious. But as of late, the metagame has definitely swung slowly more and more towards, heavier tanks. I'm seeing generally more players going for IS-2s, Tiger Tanks, and stuff like that. So there's definitely been a slight meta shift there where people seem to think that, heavy tanks are kind of worth it again. So it may well be that Tiramisu is in fact playing at that here versus Angry Dutchman. I'd still like to see either player go for at least some light artillery, like Angry Dutchman go for pack house or mortars, mortar half-decks. Tiramisu obviously just a mortar, but I definitely think some light artillery, particularly Crossroads, can usually get you, quite a bit of waste there. So it's a bit surprising that, well, not too surprising, A bit surprising, but also a bit disappointing. There's not really been any sign of light artillery from neither Tiramisu or Angry Dutchman in this match. Bomb grenade there. I mean, obviously, he's got cladding spearhead anyways, like a mortar half-tank could theoretically be used, but obviously, if he's going for the Tiger Tank, he doesn't want to, go for the mortar half-tank right away, unless, I suppose there's a great need for it. No smoke here to assist the cav rifle in retreating. Nice save there by Angry Dutchman. 2 thumbs up. Beautiful response there. Beautiful, beautiful, efficient response. Back at reinforcing him. We got BARs unlocked. No additional armor here from Angry Dutchman. This will be interesting. Could possibly hear that Angry Dutchman is trying to suss out what his opponent is doing and thus isn't committing just to more tanks. Which honestly would make a lot of sense on it. Just going for, say, some 76s or just more bulldozer Shermans here. And there we go. We do get the M36 Jackson. So he's obviously now interpreting the lack of any additional tank beyond that Panzer 4 here as a possible sign that Tiramisu's, planning for something bigger. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to see a Stuke, Basil. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Spearhead, so that's going to be a Tiger Tank and no Stuke, Basil. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. It sucks, Basil. Yes, I know. No, we won't be seeing any Stormtroopers, I'm afraid. Yes, I know you like Stormtroopers, Basil. Can you send westwards there? So about that, he's a bit upset, throwing a bit of a tantrum. Anyways, Panther 4, they're being fixed up. Down the cut-off point there. Ground western cut-off point. 2 mines on the flanks of the point. He's definitely hoping to catch something there. And there you go, M36 tanks. I mean, it's a pretty good read in the end. His opponent's going to go for a big tank. So thumbs up the Angry Dutchman, though. Obviously, we'd also just go for a lot of 76mm shams, just blast everything else way before the tank hits and then still be ready for it. But that's just more me. Panther 4 pushing forward, shot bounces. Sherman flying high, close around, won't do a lot of damage to the Panther 4 though. Major for the Gunners in the west. Sherman flying away there. Quite back here in Tiramisu's base. He's getting very close to the Tiger tank now. We are less than a minute there away from the Tiger. Which is a fun fact. The Panzerlehr Division actually had a battalion of Tiger. Actually, it was only a company of Tiger attached to it, but that was because they had a Funkline Abteilung, which is sort of a radio control unit. Meant for like controlling Goliaths or their bigger brother Borgward 4B, and sometimes they'd use Tiger tanks for that. And that one actually also had the model of the King Tiger. And as well, so it effectively had like a company of Tiger tanks attached to the division. Bit sneaky there, but there you go. Guns about to go up the Rifle Lieutenant. Good kill there, costing Tiramisu another infantry unit. Panzer Squad there with 4 kills, Sword 52. When he's routed. Tiger tank is moments away here from Tiramisu and the Panzerlehr Panzerdivision. And there we go, can call it in. Summoning the mighty Tiger. There we go. Schwerer Panzergefecht bereit. Adding the Pinlock machine gun. Firing away at the Rifle Squad. Shot, got a kill there. Billy Bop Joe blown to bits. Tiger tank integrating the Sherman, punching straight through the armor there with his 88mm gun. They almost been wiped out as well. Great hit by the Jackson, the Tiger tank. M20 pulling back. He could lay down the smoke screen to assist. Further, it's retreat. He's going to take it out with the Panthers. There we go. Rifle clearing out the anti-tank gun. Quite a blow there. 2 angry Dutchman decreasing his arms, dealing with the Tiger tank. Tiger tank really great here on the Sherman. Sherman eventually to the Rifle Squad, about to go up as well with the Tiger, the armor car, and the Grenadiers here. An intense exchange of blows here between angry Dutchman and Tiramisu. And Tiramisu does seem to be slightly getting hit. That rifle fragmentation bomb was great. And there you go, grabbing the anti-tank guns, allowing him to direct more firepower on the Jackson and turn the tables possibly. Angry Dutchman is not ready for it. Sherman the Ram here flanking the anti-tank and Tiger tank pushing forwards. Armored car down, but he still has the Panther 4. And of course he still has the Tiger tank. Jackson then launched fire. The Tiger tank wasn't expecting a fast counterattack here from Tiramisu as he orders the Tiger to blitz. Damaging the Tiger tank from an anti-tank rifle grenade there. Down to a quarter of health. And we got combined arms from Angry Dutchman, boosting the performance of the Jackson. Technically also the infantry, but they're still on health. I don't think it's going to matter against the Panzer Grenadiers there. Almost got there we go. Anti-tanker blocking the way. There you go. One more hit possible to see the Jackson down, but there you go. Swings around the corner as swiftly as possible here, allowing the Jackson to scoot away there to safety. But right now, Angry Dutchman still has great map control here. If he just went for more tanks fast, I think Tiramisu will be in a pretty bad state. That said, for now, Tiramisu needs to fix up that Tiger tank swiftly. He has fixed up the Panther 4. Thumbs up there to Tiramisu, but he's definitely in a precarious position versus Angry Dutchman. Immediately seeing a lot of armor there being fixed. Obviously needs more. Also some more infantry wouldn't be half bad there for Angry Dutchman. Panther 4 pushing 40, half 8 to actually need 2. Panther 4 pushing 40, catching the reactions and sending them packing. Fixing the Tiger tank. Close to Veterans 1 on that, which would unlock the Blitzkrieg ability. We do get the 76 Sherman Panther forming about here. One mine has all been set off though. And he does dodge the other one. Jackson there with 1 kill. Veterans 1. Lieutenant catching them before 2 there off guard. Panther 4 is ready to support the flank, plus the Panzer Grenadier and the Grenadier. Good hit there. Gonna get an anti-tank rifle also on the Panther 4. Once we're leaving Tiramisu's Panzer camp, finding of an awkward spot. Shot fired. Whiffed. In the rear of the Panther 4, causing more damage. Machine being outmaneuvered the Rifle Squad, but Panther 4 there gaining advantage in the process. Decimates the Rifle Squad. Sherman almost done there for Angry Dutchman. Other one is... Are they stuck or something? He's just forgotten about it. So, when can we get into the tank again? Well, now. There you go. Tiger tank once more fit for fight. Fun fact, in the Normandy, it was actually the Panther 4 with the armoured skirts. It was actually commonly mistaken for a Tiger tank, causing the Allies to report a lot of Tiger tanks destroyed. Fun fact. Hence why I like to occasionally call the Panther 4 with armoured skirts a pocket Tiger. Showing around the Grenadiers. Jackson goes steady for the Tiger tank. Shot punch straight through the 100mm thick armour. Tiger tank gets a good hit return on the Jackson. West side, we got the Sherman catching the Panzer was there. 76 from Sherman forwards, adding the 50 cover to that one. Very good. And he's got the feel for like another Sherman here versus Tiramisu. Like, you know, getting up multiple Sherman back up with the Jackson could be quite a problem here. And in which case, Tiramisu definitely benefit from a Stug to back it all up. But there you go. Sherman flanking the Tiger tank. We got Blitzkrieg maneuver on, but taking heavy damage there. Half 8 to 22. There you go. Combined arms shot though. Misses. Close call here though. Jackson gets a good hit through anti-tank guns. Finding like the Jackson was taken out here could disrupt the Angry Dutchman's hunt for the target. And there you go. German anti-tank on wall here. Or yeah, anti-tank will destroy the Jackson. German also in trouble. Could take it out as well there. Angry Dutchman found the table, turned on him, and basically his face slammed into the table. A brutal counter maneuver here by Tiramisu. Angry Dutchman underestimated Tiramisu clearly there, and he may just ping the prize. And there you go. Tiramisu blitzes the Panda 4 there, the pocket tiger forwards, taking out the Sherman. And with that, suddenly, Angry Dutchman just went from having armor supremacy to just down to being with one tank against two, you know, decent tanks at the very least. And the Panda 4 is fairly good. The Tiger tank, you know, alright. Particularly when it's like, you know, got the number advantage here. Smoke on the anti-tank of the other one. There you go. Got the Panda 4. Tiger tank pushing forward here. Close to 2 though. Increased accuracy there. Coming along with it if he gets to it. There we go. Lieutenant under fire. And there you go. Lieutenant Dan survives for now at least. Intense fighting here between Angry Dutchman and Tiramisu. And the Tiger tank accidentally blows up his own anti-tank gun crew. Of course, they'll be omitted in the report and blamed on the Americans. Wait, the Americans had an 88mm handgun in with them. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how they did it. They don't mass produce these things. Where did they get them from? Who knows those Americans? They're crazy. It's like explosions, you know. Big boom, yeah. Ha ha ha. Don't look in it anymore. It would make me look bad. Why? No reason. Anyways, target tank there, close to 2. Ground was the victim with a Panzer gonna do that. Another Jackson there for Angry Dutchman. But then one anti-tank is going to be a real problem for the Jackson in particular, since that one is really good against, again, due to high rate of fire. You got Panzer with the camera rifleman, bang grenade off, they get geballte Ladnung, and a quick retreat there as the benches get blown to bits alongside the pottery.
Send your orders. Under fire.
Sherman there flanking the Tiger tank, but shot bounces, Tiger turns around, shoot, misses the Sherman, which is halfway to the ace level. Shot bounces, mostly because it's firing high explosive rounds, which are not known for the great armor penetrator abilities. Bet you 2 Tiger, of course, lands decent shot there. Jackson almost done, ground lost in point here, very good. All of a sudden it's Angry Dutchman who's very much in control here versus... Tiramisu's in control versus Angry Dutchman. Actually, Dutchman was definitely on the back foot now. That was otherwise some nonsense from me. Good kill of the Tiger tank, another Jackson ready, but again, the M1 Entertainment in particular is going to prove to be a significant obstacle here for Angry Dutchman. In particular, is going to continue insisting on the center here. Lieutenant Cavalry going for the Panzers on the west side. Sherman being fixed up. Pulling a bit back here, giving some room for Angry Dutchman to, you know, walk into his gun line. Perhaps also to make some mistakes, who knows. Now the Panther on the way there for Tiramisu, no Sturmgeschütz. There you go, good shot from the Tiger tank. Killed some poor bastard. Another kill there with the mighty Tiger. Shoving up the flank here. Catching the pioneers by the eastern victory point. We got 305 to 305. And then going one setting up here. I need some armor piercing rounds here, I think. A bit of better luck. Good shot one through there. Tiger tank moving forwards. Going for the Sherman. Got 297 versus 305. Sherman down to almost half health here. Still firing high explosive rounds. I think Angry Dutchman's not realised he's doing now. He just doesn't care. Sherman then pursuing the Jackson. Panther 4 rushing forward as well here. Tiger tank halfway to the ace level there roughly. Shot whiffed. We got 305 to 83. Machine firing way, they're close to the east loop. Gun is Panther moving forward. Another machine gun here for Tiramisu. Good hit by the Jackson and the Panther 4. Pack 40 shoots. Not quite great hit there. Panther moving forwards. Looks like the Tiger tank. There's something to catch here. Angry Dutchman's armor a bit off guard, but Angry Dutchman's further retreat the armor to avoid such a possibility there happening. Another whiff there from the Tiger. Angry Dutchman still insisting just attacking head on here against Tiramisu rather than trying to like flank him and catch him off guard here. So it feels like Angry Dutchman's got a bit tunnel vision here versus Tiramisu, which of course Tiramisu is more than happy to exploit. Caravan translated the Tiger tank there. Getting shot to bits. 11 kills on the Tiger tank. Infantry more or less decimated here. Sherman rushing 40 of Angry Dutchman. Almost ace level on that one. Panther 4, half 8 veterans you won. We got 305, 237. Angry Dutchman situation currently is looking pretty precarious. He's got another anti-tank on the way there. Spotted a mine. Oh, Sherman almost hit that mine actually. That's fairly good luck for Angry Dutchman at this stage. I'm not entirely sure it's going to matter for him. Good hit from the Sherman in the rear of the Panther on the rear of the Sherman. Anti-tank on the way there for Angry Dutchman, almost done. Panzer gun in the other striking at the Lieutenant. The Major out in the open. Gonna do something with the can as well. The anti-tank is back in the reserve here. And we got a fragmentation bomb once being released here by Tiramisu and Luftwaffe on the 5th cal here. And there you go. Jack tank hits. There you go. Cluster fragmentation off. Wiping the machine crew entirely. The machine gun lost. Yet nearby collapse as well. Major getting executed here, but the Panzer gonna do it. It's a complete collapse here for Angry Dutchman. That he surrenders. GG, game over. Victory here for Tiramisu. A bit of an intense fight at times. I feel like two folks on the centre there. Definitely seen more action on the flanks. A bit more maneuvering. But overall, good map control by Angry Dutchman. Good maneuvering there. But again, he had some issues. And that one push into the double anti-tank guns. Definitely room for, a bit there. And a lot, I think Tiramisu swing the game back in his favour there. So, GG, game over. Hope you enjoyed something. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, learn, subscribe, like, all that. And of course, do consider donating or pledging on Patreon. Support the mighty Propagandacast, and it's worth it. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match, and see you all tomorrow for our next episode. Bye.